I am live. I'm not going to be on long. Bring it, Randy. I'm ready for a good laugh. Let's see. I thought all this was over. I'm not going to be on long at all. I was kind of shocked to wake up and see that he was talking. Oh no, I was already up, but to see that he was talking about me. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But I'm going to send B a link. Y'all hold on 1 second. Wait, I did that wrong. Because anybody that went in and defended me, he blocked. B has stuff to say. Y'all be right back. I can't see the chat yet. Okay, B it's sent if you're listening. All right, Pammy, Lily, Kit Kat. I love you, Kit Kat. Give me a few eating a biscuit. Okay, it's in your Twitter. And I'm sure I've missed people. This is, and yeah, I got Brian blocked. There's a part of me that wants to unblock him, but I know that it won't go. There's no debating, but how he approached me today, that's not how to get a video down. You know what? It's been so long. In YouTube land, it's been forever. Hey, Rachella, Margie, B. Fergs, Poppy J, Hippie Peace. Yeah, he wants a reaction out of me. And I'm sure, listen, I don't remember what he's talking about, me talking about his penis, because that's not usually me, and I may have held up a pinky. I'm kind of remembering it, but I don't. Excuse my hair. He blocked you. No, Cynthia, he blocked you again today. I think he unblocked you and then reblocked you. You think so, Crazy Nurse Granny? Well, a grown man that's bored during the day, I don't know. But for him to talk about, here's what gets me is all the people in there supporting him that used to be supporters of me and friends of mine, taken up for him after him in there calling, oh, it's a mess. Thank you, Sarah. Penance. Yeah, I can't, it's hard for me to say that word. So, and for him to sit there and say, I'm on another man's DICK, that right there, if that doesn't tell you all you need to know about him, and I'm going to say again, it wasn't about me standing up for John. This was about me saying it was wrong and racist to throw watermelons at a black person. Hey, LaPoo. It wasn't about, he made it about John. He's the one that keeps on about John. I don't see John keeping on about Brian. He's craving his daily limelight. And you know what? And I know that I shouldn't give him attention, but here's what. He is lying about the phone call. What I said that night when he posted the phone call. Hey, Randy, fancy seeing you here, Sonia. Hey, full on drama. I know, right? What I said about the phone call, if you're going to post it, post the whole thing, because what he said in that phone call, if you listen to what he posted, you'll hear it click, you'll hear it cut out. That's where he posted, where he said, I don't defend my wife when she does wrong. And then he goes on to say, she called a bunch of our neighbors the N-word, and I left her to fend for herself. And I'm paraphrasing that, said something about leaving her by herself or something like that. That is what that phone call said. It wasn't just me saying, you make me want to drive to Ohio, I think is what I said. I was absolutely mad. And I said, it's hard to not be able to defend yourself or something like that. It wasn't, you know, I didn't say, I don't know that he was bullying me. I said, I'm feeling bullied. And I was at the time. Now, I'll tell you what, he's not going to bully me into taking that video down. Go live about me. I know, Todd. I love you. I was kind of hoping I'd sneak this in. Hey, D-Rod. Hey, Princess Fortunate. Ignore him. His hatred will, it's already destroyed him. Honest to God. He said that he used to like me, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, y'all. Let me close this door. Okay, he said he used to like me. Now he don't. I don't know what all he called me. He called B a bunch of names. You can't do that. Well, I don't know that we called him any names. And I'm not going to call him names today. He's trying to drag John and not getting any traction. Right. And I think he thinks that John will maybe defend me. I don't want anybody to defend me. I've said all this, but listen, I've also said, y'all, my hair, said over and over and over. No, I don't think Brian had me swatted. I think that the way he made several videos about me that day, and it gave people the opportunity to make it look like, because y'all heard from the phone call, is that someone had a little, I know, Sarah. If it bothers you, you got to look at it. I'm just saying. John's out, and that he kept talking about Diane. Diane's on vacation. Diane she had to fly. She ain't worried about, she definitely is not worried about, no, Brian St. John. Hey, Snoopy Shoopy, I saw you defending me in there. I will defend you. If it keeps bothering you, I will. Careful, full on drama. Careful what you say, because he'll take it wrong. Because the next thing, full on drama makes a death threat, just. But I've gotten so many people said, just take the video down. Why? I would have taken it down had you come at me, right? Seriously, because I forgot about it. But this morning, this wasn't the way to try to get a video down. I'm not going to be bullied into taking something down on my own channel. He's tried to strike it. YouTube won't let him strike it. He's called my police so much that they are like, he's a laughing stock in my town. It's embarrassing. And I'm not even joking. Yeah, I'm not. And he can't, him calling me a bunch of names, that's not going to intimidate me. I've not done anything to him. And I even said what I said to him and I think he's on panel. I said, okay, maybe you're not a racist, but you do racist things. Or here's B. That's what I said. So you know what? Take it as you will. Learn from it.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. I got Granny's Wi-Fi, so it'll be better.
Oh.
Granny only has Wi-Fi. It hardly ever goes down.
My electricity went out.
He can, be the badass that he thinks that he is or whatever and call me names. Bitch is in my title because, dude, I own it. I know that's what I am. But for you to call me a CUNT,
right,
a pathetic, all penis loser. And to get so upset because I, not Randy, said you have a small penis, then it must be true.
I said if it bothers you, you may want to look at it. But here's what. He didn't just address the fact that was talked about. He talked about my privates.
Well, see, when you text, And so it took me a minute because I was getting under the dryer thing, and
Happy day.
when I clicked on it. But yes, Eric, he called me a CUNT.
He did. I don't know.
But
With
look,
hay
if
waffles,
I said to B-Dub right now, if I said to B-Dub, dude, your penis is small, you know what he'd say? Okay, and you decide to complain about it now? He would not care because you know what I mean?
yes.
But
same
Brock,
with you.
dude, you obviously guys, that is the thing that pissed him off the most. I think I said all kinds of prime things in that stream, and that's what pissed him off the most. Okay, well, then, like I always say, if it gets you in your feelers, it must be true.
I mean, I don't know whether it's not personally. Well, listen, yeah, it wouldn't bother my husband in the least if somebody said that, not in the least. But he, and he damn sure wouldn't defend it. I know what he would say, but he also mocked Jim's country accent, because Jim is very country, even more country than me. The nerve of you, hey Ems, the nerve of you. My husband was nice to him, and listen, he is misconstruing what I said. It is stupid, Ash, but do you support him calling bees a CUNT? Do you support the names he called me today? Because I've not called Brian St. John a name, not one name.
And then he blocks me like the PUSSY that he is.
It's a matter of now, I don't care if you support him. I don't care if you want to, but how would you feel if, because I'm okay with John, then I'm riding his DICK? How is that okay for a man to say, or a woman? I wouldn't let a woman say that to me, or a man. Nobody says that to me. That's gross. And that is when Jim spoke up that night when I said that he said that. But what I said to Jim, I said, be nice at first. And look, listen, this is what I meant. I meant don't go in hot. Don't go in. I haven't, Soldier, I haven't mentioned him, but he woke up today and decided that, hey, Mark, that he needed views, I think. His poems wasn't getting it. I don't know. And he knows what's going to happen is I wasn't responding. And today I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to respond. I'll give him some more content. How about that? Here's just some content, Brian.
He's mad because you haven't responded. That's the whole thing. And so what? He's going back through all the old videos where you had brought him up. That's crazy to me.
Me too. I was like, because I said in there, I'm like, B, I don't remember saying that. And you said, I think I'm the one that said it. Because so much has happened since then that, and he keeps bringing up the SWAT thing. I've said time and time, hey, Puss in Boots, moral of the day is if you don't work, you don't want to miss YouTube drama. I wish I didn't have to, but I'm off today.
Well, I can't promise that I did say it, but that is definitely something that I would say.
And now I'm not, I think I remember holding my pinky up when you said it. I don't remember, but it was just goofing. Oh my goodness. Not say, and listen, and then he wanted to lie and say he didn't say that in that phone call. If you're going to put up the entire phone call, you're going to hear me say, I feel bullied. I do feel bullied is what I said. And I said, I'm mad, Brian. I'm so mad. It makes me want to drive to Ohio. And then, and I said something like, we really wouldn't do that. And Jim said, I would. But of course, Jim's going to say that when he finds out a man is on here saying, I'm riding another man's. Does anyone know what Brian would do? He will hunt her down for life. What? I don't know. Not your business. I hope it's just a glitch. What? Truth. Listen, YouTube's glitching a lot lately. A lot of times I can't comment in live streams. It's not letting me. Oh, y'all, I listen, Blue Waffles, which what a name, has been nice to me. So I treat people how they treat me. Me and Brian, I went against B and was nice to Brian. He said B. He said today she said she's defended me 100 times. I don't remember it. Tell them, have I not defended him over and over?
You have defended him some, which, you know, there for a while I was missing a lot because I was working, because it used to make me sick, you know, when you did it. But
I don't smoke full on drama. Go ahead.
It's he just makes mountains out of little bitty molehills, and when it doesn't need to be, you know, he pretends like he deletes his channel, hid it, whatever he did, you know, and he does this shit for attention. He is in the group that I call zero self-awareness. He has no self-awareness as to, you know, what he's saying and doing. Gemma would get him, because let me tell you something. Gemma don't take no shit. But Jim is so fat, he's so lazy. All he does is lay around, sleep, and eat. That's all he does now.
Well, that's true. If it bothers you, look at it. If somebody calling you a little name on here bothers you, sit back and look at it. Ask yourself why it bothers you so much. Maybe, Brian, you're seeing yourself in some of the comments. Maybe it's that. I've said you didn't swat me, Brian. What more do you want from me? You want me to take that video down? Then you should have came at me in a decent way, not call me a bunch of names. It's all right. The only one. It's okay. I'm gonna have to pull up my YouTube because I'm missing comments. I think I just saw Bless in here. I don't smoke or drink or vape or do drugs. I'm like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, drink, do drugs, but I do vape. If I didn't vape, I don't know.
I vape and am addicted to tropical flavored Red Bull.
That's my fault. Hold on.
I know, I love them.
I do too, but I don't drink. I drink about one a day when I'm working, maybe two.
Well, and not only that, 50 Shades of Crazy. One time, and I sent this clip to Randy because I was so shocked that he said it. He was going off on Laura about something about kids. I can't remember the exact context. And he said, so don't talk to me about kids because,
yes, I cuss sometimes.
You know, I see her as, he was talking about his wife, see her as a kid. And I thought that, to me, that how degrading to her intelligence, for one. Yeah. And to say that on a public platform where obviously not only me heard it, I can guarantee you other people heard it. And, he's just gross. It's just gross to me.
It is gross. It's, well, yeah, she sent me that clip where he said, I see my wife as one of my children or as a child. I would play it, but I know that he would try to strike me. Hey, be nice to Ems, please. Ems is sweet. I have to work now a little. Bye, full on drama. Hey, gross.
Who cares, Emma, if you're getting 5 Big Macs? Fuck them. You can get what you want.
Yeah. Vaping isn't.
Hell, I just ate 3 biscuits with my fat ass, and I don't care.
Doesn't matter what. I think she said she was getting a Happy Meal. I missed the whole conversation, so I'm sorry. Now I pulled up the YouTube side. I like girls, and there are so many here. I can't help it. Well, full on drama. I saw you got you a girlfriend, so that's what matters the most. Hey, Kathy, love you so much. I don't know. I can't. I thought that part was over, and I was kind of, listen. Here's what to say. I was proud of him. I was proud of him for moving on, and oh, okay. I thought, you know what? Maybe he's gonna show some adult, you know, and be an adult and move on. No, nope. And it's right back to If somebody comes in his chat and stands up for me, they are a cunt. They're a bitch. They're a whore. They're a slut. I mean, it is. And then you got these women in there saying, Brian's a good guy. Where? What is going on in y'all's real life that y'all think a man calling a woman all these names is a good man? Nacho, you're a beautiful soul too. Thank you. If a man at your house or in your real life is calling you these names, that's not a good man. If a man on YouTube is calling you these names, that's not a good man.
Well, and Sonia described it best as far as he's already done this once and he'll do it again. And you responding is playing into him. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Me responding is playing into him. And, you know, he looks at me as a nobody because I don't have a channel anymore. He just has no idea. He just has no idea.
No.
But let him keep thinking that. He don't have a clue.
Hey, Pugs.
But he's just the only way to get him, just like he does this even in a stream. He'll come out aggressive and then he'll back off. But I like her, but blah, 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 blah. Hey, Amber Case, sugar. But I like her. I really liked her. That's what bothers me so much. No, it bothers you because she has a big platform and you know your ass is going to get drugged. Hey, D. Nikki. But you know what I mean? It is, he just doesn't, zero self-awareness. Zero.
Right. And again, I
Crystal.
say, if he had came and said, you know, hey, you know, it's been a while, can you take this down? I would have said, sure, you know what, you're right. But no, it's Randy's a bitch. Randy, you heard on the phone call. I was no, I said I felt bullied. And at the time I really was feeling bullied. Then I got swatted and I said, I had to keep repeating myself. I did tell that cop it could, you know, the only one that came to mind. And that was just because of all that had been going on that day. I was in shock. That's what, you know, and I apologize. He also keeps saying that I said, F you and F all your subs. Oh, hashtag 4 scores. Thank you. What I said, you know, listen, I've apologized about 7 times for saying that. I was upset. Oh, I'm not, Samara. Hey, I'm not taking that video down now. No, it's my channel. Hey, like he said today, I can say what I want on my channel. Well, I can say what I want on my channel. If you don't want to be called a racist, don't do racist things. Then he put, listen, I'll tell you when I left his chat, when he threw watermelons up. He's disgusting. Oh, wow, Vivian, it's 4:15 a.m. Neither are worth having to choose sides and fighting about. Nobody has to choose sides. If you want to be over there, you don't, Waffles. Well, it wasn't Brian that swatted me. I just don't think that, and I know a lot of people think it was, but I don't think it was him. But I do think it was somebody that took advantage of the situation. But I know what was told to me, Waffles, but that's going to stay with me. Beth, right? Leave it at, oh yeah. He should have come and talked to me. I don't have him blocked on Twitter if he's on Twitter. He said he's got our whole phone conversation on his Facebook. That's weird. I've never, no, babe, we can't hear you. Are you talking? I don't know, Lorraine. I don't know. If somebody's laughing about somebody being swatted, then they suck. I think B had to drop out for a second. Poor B. I know her and her internet's. Oh, wait. Let me go back and let her in. Try again. Oh, I can't hear you. Thank you, Soldier. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of people have, listen, and a lot of people have it. It's not hard to get. Hey, listen, Brian made video after video telling people how easy it was to get my number, how easy it was to get my address, how easy all this stuff, it's okay. Hey, Scottish Stacy. Thank you, 4 scores and 7 beers. I like your name. All right, B's back. Let's try again.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
It was my AirPods. They're dead.
Oh.
I love them things, but I forget to charge them. And they're like the best things ever, but I do forget to charge them. I'm going to go in here away from the TV because the TV's got to be on 20. I don't know. Hippie Peach just said it best. When someone is pretty much telling you they did it, believe them. Are we talking about the swatting?
I think so. I'm not sure.
There's no way to know. We'll never know. That night, Randy said that she gave Brian's name and some others' names because that's what she had been arguing with that day. Of course she would give those names. Anybody would in that situation. Not to mention she just had a gun in her fucking face. I mean, you know what I mean? Damn. Not in her face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pointed at me. And it scared me. It did. It scared me. I didn't get on YouTube for a little while. And then I saw somebody say, I won't say who, well, why is she on Twitter? Listen, it's my life. I'll worry about me. I'll worry about me. Oh yeah, Holden. I was scared. I was. But now the cops.
Go ahead. Shauna, I said the same thing. He kept going on and on about, have you contacted YouTube to take down the watermelon emojis? It has nothing to do with the emoji itself. It has everything to do with how it was used. That's the thing. He keeps saying that people don't like him for what his son did. No, bruh. It has nothing to do with what your son did. It has everything to do with what you do. Everything. And when I first started getting a bad taste in my mouth about him, I'd watched old videos of, I saw him, I guess it had to have been Molly Golightly's chat. And I got nosy and started looking. This has been a year ago. And the way he talked to the baby's mom and family. And I don't care what they said to you. You just don't behave that way to somebody that just lost a child. That's my opinion.
He is a male booty booty.
Amber, can you tell I just got through working with a bunch of teens? I say, bruh, too much.
I know. I was gonna let it go. I'm like, did she just say bruh? Okay. I'm saying bruh now.
Beat Up said, if you ever call me bruh, it ain't happening. And I don't know. It's just funny to me because I heard it 30 times a shift at least.
Watermelon I love watermelon. Watermelon is delicious, but he knew what he was doing. And he said he done it to make John mad. Well, I think he didn't get the reaction he wanted because it didn't make John mad. It made me mad. She can't help it, Ash. She also twerks now. We'll get that on video soon.
Bruh. No, Holden, I had to quit. I had to take care of my mother-in-law. I don't have to. I chose to. I'm fortunate enough to not have to work. And so now I care for her all day. We have hired help at night. And then I take care of her every day except for Wednesday. That's my only day off. And my brother-in-law has her that day. It's depressing, though, because, I feel like I saw Beat Up a lot more when I was working. And now I feel like I don't. So we're still trying to. It's only been for 3 weeks. So, but yes, I loved it. I loved my job. I miss it. I miss the kids.
And I just read a comment somewhere that said, he's upset because he respected Randy, and I guess maybe he respected my opinion. Well, okay, here's the thing. nobody, nobody has to earn my respect. I give everybody respect until they give me a reason to not respect them. I don't think respect is earned. I go ahead and I give people the respect that I want. And calling me names, I've not called him names. That is not how to get my respect. That is not how to get me. And when you talk about B, you might as well be talking about me. Hey, Queenie, I love you so much.
See, he don't know our history. Love you, Crystal. You're so sweet. It is hard. It is hard. But you know what? It could be so much worse. You know, she could be slapping me and scratching me up and all that. And, you know, that only happens about once a week. About feeding. Okay. Got you. I know who you are now. Got you.
Text me. Text me.
Hang on, let me go get my phone.
Yeah, I'll never know. But it is what it is. You know, it happened. I can't change it. All I can do is move forward. That's it. I'm not going to change my mind how I feel about somebody, but he could have come at me different. And we could have maybe, I don't know if we could have started over, but he keeps saying this is about John. John's not giving him any attention.
Thank you, Timothy.
Okay, have a great day.
I don't know who you are, but I know I've seen you, but you are so sweet. But what I was going to say is he doesn't know history. And if he cared so much, then he would go back. I mean, it hadn't been that long. We used to stream all the time. Randy hardly ever used to go live, you know, without me. And then I started working second shift and things changed. And then my mother, everybody knows about that. So, you know, my life changed drastically in the last year. And like I'm here now. I'm at her house right now. And what she does, y'all, is she'll get up from her chair. Her lunch is sitting here on her table in front of her. She'll walk to the window. She'll look out the window in the backyard. And then she'll walk to the front window and look out the window. And then she'll walk down the hall, close all the doors. And then she'll come sit down. Then I get up, go open all the doors because it makes the room so damn hot. That is all day, every day. And, you know, it's like having a toddler. You just get used to it. But anyway, back to the whole situation. He doesn't know Randy's relationship. Bruh, we got matching tattoos, bruh. Don't get it twisted, bruh.
Can y'all see it? I can't see myself on camera, so I don't know if y'all can see it. We got matching tattoos. We are this close. Enmeshed. We are enmeshed. Hey, no, he don't have a clue. He don't. It's because he didn't. He keeps, you know, he'll say, go look at my videos. Go look at my videos. Go look at my videos. Ash, do you want a link?
I love Ash, and I'm glad that she, you know, loves Brian. And she was in there saying, stop, you know, this is enough. What started this? And he don't listen. And this is the thing. This is what Brian is wanting you to do from what me reading between the lines. He is wanting you to go live to go off on John. Okay.
No, it's not going to happen.
Okay. But that's what I feel like he's wanting. Why would you do that when you and John are friends? You can go to him privately and say, John, that was fucked up. And yes.
Oh, okay. That was that. Look, I sent you a text, and
at the same time I was sending it to you.
I was looking at you. Yeah.
So, but it's okay for his friends to go to him privately. That's the whole thing about no self-awareness. He is not aware of some of the shit that he says that is so opposite of each other.
But what he said was, you've never called John out. Yeah, if you look at how me and John became friends, was me going live and talking about the names that was called that night. Then John got in touch with me. We talked back and forth, and that's how. But the watermelon thing had nothing to do with John. It had everything to do with the watermelons being thrown at John. Somebody that's, you know, that's why. And this could have died down. And I did, in my title, the video title, I said, "Is this okay?" I didn't say you're a racist piece of blah blah blah. I didn't say that. I mean, B, are you still here?
I am.
Okay,
I was watching Granny.
Well, I get nervous when you get quiet because I'm like, oh no, she's gone.
I'm telling you, she got the AT&T high-speed internet because, you know, the cameras have to run off of a higher speed. So we upgraded her internet. And, you know, I got that country backwoods living in the sticks Wi-Fi. Even though I don't live in the sticks.
And there's a part of me that wants to go and unblock him, but I don't think that he'll take a link. Okay.
Yes, Shauna. You know what they say? Shauna asked me about Gemma. They say anything less than 500 pounds is considered a mini pig. Well, let me tell you, my mini pig is 200 pounds. And that was the last time. He probably won't be much more than that. That was about, is he 2 or 3 now?
Gemma is going on 3.
He was 3 January 3rd because he was born on my brother's birthday. No, he's 2 because I've only been on YouTube 3 years. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but he's huge. But we had to take him to get his hoofs done. They have to trim their hooves. And about 4 months ago, and that's what he weighed.
Well, and Stephanie, I get what you're saying, but if you'll go back to that last stream that I let him on, and Brian, you are unblocked now. What I said to him, I said, maybe you're not a racist, but you have racist tendencies. That's what I said, maybe, or something like that. And that's what, we left it at that. We left it on a somewhat of a decent thing. Then he just kept going live. Then I took the video down and he played my recording. That's what everybody seems to forget. I took the video down. Okay. Oh, and let me also clarify that night when I said he's posted a phone call, I'm calling the cops. I was playing. If Diane was here, she can verify. I didn't really call the cops the first time. I was just pretending like I was calling the cops, to ruffle his feathers. The second time when I called the cops was because I thought, well, Diane talked me into it because I may get swatted. Holding my groin, may I say, I love you. I didn't know who you were. I love you very much. And I like your name. I like your new name. Right. You got to say, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it's always a freaking duck. It's always a duck.
I forget when I mute myself every time, and I'm just talking.
Oh, no.
It's so stupid. Well, Granny had come in the kitchen. I try to keep her out of the kitchen as much as I can, but I was standing in the doorway there, so she's going to come in there and see what I'm doing. Mini pigs are he's probably the smartest pet I've ever had, honest to God. As far as housebreaking, he originally went in a litter box with cedar chips in it, and then he started going out with my dogs. Now, literally, he holds it for 10 to 12 hours. No kidding. He has not had an accident in the house ever, and he outgrew the litter box. So I even went to one of those, those Rubbermaid containers that with wheels on them, you slide it up under your bed. We had even gone to one of those, and
Hashtag Timothy.
Thank you, Timothy. And he outgrew that. So yeah, he goes out.
Oh, good, P-Day. I mean, it sucks that you got bronchitis, but no pneumonia. That's great. Well, and okay. Listen, everybody needs people to defend them. And I get he's got people that defend him and whatever. But if you haven't learned how to behave in however old he is, and I don't want to say his age because, he already used that, age shaming him. Hey, Dana. Then I'm not here to teach people how to behave, not grown people. we can't teach grown people how to act. I'm not. He is okay. I'm not afraid to call. Well, listen, Pumpkin. Do I think that he's racist to the? There's such a big difference in being racist and prejudice.
Yeah, I agree, and I won't, sit up here and call him racist. I think that he has done some racist things for sure, right. But I don't know how he acts every day to day, so I can't put that label on somebody. But
right,
absolutely, some of the shit that he's done is racist.
And he said today people was in there like, leave his wife out of it, leave his wife out of it. She was in the back yelling at me that on that stream. She was yelling at me. She said I sound like a bitch. She said this, that, which is fine. I get it. I get taken up for your spouse. 100%. They were throwing watermelons in last night. He feels empowered by these people. Right, exactly. Exactly, crazy nurse granny. Exactly. Every time you throw a watermelon, it's making him just, feel so good about himself. And y'all go ahead and do that. Do what you got to do. Support who you got to support. Just don't think that when he turns on you and he calls you all the names that he called B today, or anybody that came in and disagreed with him, then don't come running back to the people because I'm just going to say, I told you so. And as Diane, I will throw up that song, I told you so.
And if your first insult is to tell a woman she needs to get laid, you, my dear, are pathetic.
Stephanie, come up. I'm not up here. Okay, here's the difference. I'm not up here trying to convince everybody here that John Crimes is a wonderful human being. I'm not up here. I was just told I was on John's DICK. I haven't mentioned John. That was Brian. I'm not up here trying to convince a chat room to love John. Just because I like John doesn't mean y'all have to like John.
Yeah, he told me to bitch. Well, he didn't call me the CUNT word till later, but when he blocked me.
He told me my vagina smelled.
Yeah, he said that Randy's vagina smelled like something. I mean, it's just it pure trash. Nothing more than pure trash. You want me to talk about how I think you smell? It won't be pretty. Go wash your face.
Right, exactly. How does John treat his friends? I don't know. I'm friends with John, sweet Melissa, and he treats me just fine. I haven't heard out of John the things that I've heard out of Brian. I'm new to John. Let me form my own opinion because y'all know me well enough to know if I see something, I say something. No, Ash, I don't know that. Listen, I don't know that he did. Marianne went on that panel. They went back and forth. He did not attack Marianne. I've said that over and over and over. I think if a woman comes at a man sideways, if I had been up there calling Brian names, then he had every right in the world to call me names. I've not called Brian not one name, not one. Not one. But today my vagina smells. I'm a bitch. I don't know what else he called me because I had to leave. Truth, they're not going to see that Brian sticks his nose everywhere it don't belong. And then he's hopped on panel after panel trying to get these people to hate me and trying to play victim. He's trying to play victim because I got swatted. You didn't see what he did to Ems. Em was his sister. But listen, Stephanie, we talked about this. They are going to make up or probably already have. And that's why when me and B get into it, well, we don't make it public, but we're going to make up. Don't step in it. And he's been after her for years, Stephanie. You know that. 10 years. 10 years. You think I'm going to be sitting here fighting with Brian in 10 years? Absolutely not. This is not about, people, Stephanie, you know that I love you to death and we're friends, but this isn't about John. And I don't see how it can be turned about John. Brian just went live about me, not John.
And the first thing wasn't about John. It was about how the watermelon emojis were used.
Right.
That's what that live was about.
Right, Ash. Right. Well, you're right. They've went at each other for 10 years. I will retract that statement. Yeah, whatever. You know, banter back and forth. And they probably deep down, listen, I'm not saying this is about John. I'm saying that I will say, I told you so. Oh, I get you. Okay. And you're allowed to. You're allowed to. Things I can't stand when someone gets called out and someone, it's okay for someone to do. Right. Thank you, Tyler. I happen to like the truth. I have a lot of respect for the truth. Listen, I didn't have to watch Brian today either, but I did. And but the difference in me and Brian is he didn't trigger me the way that I trigger him. And then somebody said Randy laughed every time he got mad. Yes, I did, because it's not that serious to me. It is not that deep.
And you know, I was laughing. Had left the nail place and was all up in the Walgreens. And a lady asked me twice, was I having a good time? Because I was laughing. I was laughing so hard at him getting so mad over his penis. If your wife ain't complaining, why do you care if I think you got a pinky penis?
Right. And what I said to him was, you know, because he started talking about my vagina. I hate using that word. But I said, I don't care what you think about my vagina. I don't. You know, I've been married for how many years now? Since 1998. We was together 2 years before that. I'm okay with there's only one person in the world that it matters to, and it's not John Brian.
I'm fixing to use ATX as an example.
Okay.
Her fiance, future husband's ex-wife was talking about his penis size. Well, guess what? ATX ain't complaining, and he has never once come on a stream talking about his 14-incher. Never, not once. Because you know what? He ain't got to prove it, you dumb fuck. And I don't want to see you fire crotch ass.
No, and listen, a lot of this stuff, I didn't even know what he was talking about. He said, I forgot what he called my privates in the beginning. And I said, what is that? What are you talking about? Somebody had to tell me what it was. I'm like, oh, okay. Then he said, I put in 9 and pull out 5. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
I mean, weirdo.
I have no idea what that means, but good for you, fella. Good for you.
And the thing about it is I don't have to get on here and talk about when the last time I had sex because that's my business.
Right.
I don't have to prove my relationship to anybody, but he has. I know for a fact I've heard him twice, and it was gross. Gross. I don't want to hear about it. Matter of fact, I think that is exactly when I clicked out. When you start talking about doing it with your wife don't want you talking about it either. I promise.
Yes. Flappy gap. Listen, I'm 44 years old. I've never heard it called a flappy gap. What? I said, what is that?
I'm 51. I ain't heard it.
No. And if it's flappy, that's not a good thing. So, it's not a flappy gap.
And who cares if it is? That's your husband's business, not any of his. Bruh, get some better insults. Bruh.
Look, if you can only insult me with talking about my private parts or calling me names, you lost. You lost. You lost. I mean, and there was no reason. I wasn't saying you have to take your video down for the record. I was just saying, oh, I know that, Stephanie. I know that, Stephanie. If he had came at me, I probably would have took it down if he had come at me decently instead of waking up and saying that bitch this, that bitch that, blah 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 blah. You know, that's not how that's why the name of this stream is how not to get a video removed. There's your example. That's how not to. And I don't care who he gets on his team. He can get the Molly Golightly and this and that. She means nothing to me. We've never been friends. I used to listen to her. I don't anymore. I don't know. Right, Princess Fortunate, right. Right. He's not going to wear me down till I take it down. This makes me want to make more videos and show more stuff that he has said. Because believe you me, I get sent so many clips that of racist things he has said. And I haven't played any of them. I've let it go. I've got different things to worry about. Oh, and then he, of course, you know what he said. And you know that her flappy cap smells like Wendy's.
Sammy, I don't know. I don't know who would use that as an insult. It's sad.
Julie, I don't know. But I let them go. People can go absolutely where they want to go. I just have to wait for them to open their eyes. And if they don't, they don't. That's on them. I'm not going to force people. He said it, Stephanie, and I'm uncomfortable saying it. I've never heard that phrase before. That must be something that maybe that's an Ohio thing. I don't know. Dreama, I hope she didn't get swatted again.
Who?
Mommy Ramblings.
Oh no.
If I forget to smell like Wendy's, then I may go straight.
That is the best comment ever. Tyler?
Somebody
Like
beat that comment. Oh, her hubby thought on. Oh, yes, that's it. That nobody can top that comment. Oh, thank you. And Amber, I just have not heard that side. I have heard John defend himself. I don't like some of the ways that he comes at people. I don't. But that is for me to tell him in private. I told him in private exactly how I felt about the M's situation. I don't have to go live about it because John is my friend.
And
So,
I'll give Brian a little bit of advice. He can take or leave it. We're about the same age. Quit trying to prove yourself on here. Nobody cares what you do for a living. Nobody cares if you work. There's going to be trolls that's going to say it no matter what.
Right.
You got to learn to take it or leave it. Period. I'm a fucking drug dealer, for God's sake. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
and I'm a liar.
You are just the biggest liar ever.
Yeah. So, we have to take, and we call it dirty delete. And you know why that bothers me, Stephanie, is a dirty delete is when I don't know. I think a lot of us, and we've all had to do it. We take down our videos so we don't get a strike. Oh yeah. And I'm a noodle, which they have yet to prove I'm a noodle. I'm the only one that will pop up and get on a stream with anybody. That's right. Kit Kat is the envelope licker. So is Cynthia. She also licked the stamp.
Hey, Simply Twee.
Simply Twee, how are you, sweet thing? I go live at night and someone that's a dirty lick, especially about your friend. Oh well, I see what you're saying. But I did speak to him privately about that, and that's all I can say. Me, Brian, and I listen, I can't speak to him privately because if I do, he's going to record it and post it on Twitter, or not Twitter, on YouTube or on his Facebook. Like I'm not on his Facebook.
Yes, simply tweet. Only at nighttime, though.
But I mean, why does he think I care that people that don't know me? Because on Facebook, that's your friends, and like your people you went to school with and stuff. Why do I care? I hate to delete too. I do. People get mad, and that's why I always try to put my title. This will be deleted. Cash is sweet. I'm out. I have to find it. I don't know what that means, Tara, but have a great day. I'm so happy someone called him out for being a racist. Now we're saying he's not a racist. Pumpkin, no, I didn't say that. I said, if you're not a racist, if you're not, then you do racist things. Now, take that for what it's worth.
Pumpkin, that was me that said, I'm not going to label him as that because I don't know how he acts in his real life. But online, what I have seen and what he puts out there, he does a lot of racist things.
It is definitely purplish, grayish, brown. That's, you know, I love everybody. So I treat people I will treat people accordingly. That's just all I can say. I never said that. Stop slandering my name and my stance. You are sadistic. Who, Dana? Who? M's what?
I didn't say that comment though.
But but okay, now let's okay, devil's advocate. Y'all know I like John, y'all know I like M's. M's deletes hers too. So I mean, it may just be because they don't listen. I've made videos and taken it down because I don't want people to get beat up in comments. Or sometimes I'm ashamed of what I said.
Shauna just said it right. Everyone make your own decisions, please. That's right. Just because my opinion is one thing, Randy's is another. Jules, I don't know you, Jules. I'm sorry. You just came in, so I said your name. Has another opinion. That is our opinions. That's what I see from what gets put out there.
Right.
That's what I go by.
You stated sexual abuse victims and what? Wait, y'all don't do that in here. No, but don't. Molly and John made an agreement to delete videos about each other. Okay, well then there. That's right. I knew that. As a matter of fact, I forgot, but
I think that's a fair agreement. Start a clean slate. That don't mean you got to be friends. That don't even mean you got to associate in the same circle, but you're just trying to do better and be better. Nothing more than that. And it's the people that want the shit to keep going that get pissed off. Bruh. I love that word now. Yes, Ems, they are. And sometimes you'll never come to an agreement as far as a clean slate. That's why I'm hoping after this, Randy will walk away because he's going to keep going. He's one of those that's not going to stop. And at some point, he's going to look silly for going on and on and on for something that nobody's even said anything about.
I felt like he looked silly today because so many people come in there and said, I thought this was over. I thought this was over. And I was just like, I love Ange. I'm just saying.
I do too. I hadn't talked to her in a minute. She's so sweet. Her grandbaby should be coming due soon.
Yes, I got to make baby booties. Are you ever gonna do? Oh yes, David, I have a really good one coming up, and we still have to do the Aunt Diane stream, B.
Yeah. Andy wants to do that one. She knows a lot about that one. I'll have to go back and watch it because, you know, Lord knows. It is, Stephanie. And it's hard. And because there are a lot of y'all in here that like Brian, and y'all see something different than what I see and what Randy sees. And that's fine.
Yeah.
I've made one comment under a video months ago. And it was when I can't remember exactly what he was talking about, but at the end, he talked about the baby's mom again. And I said, you know, you could have said every bit of that without saying that last sentence. And that's what makes you a piece of shit. Well, of course, you know, he blocked me because I screenshot it and sent it to Randy. Randy says it's not there. So that was under, I think, his Skittleplox channel. And then I've never chatted in his stream before. I have no desire to communicate with that man. Nothing. He brings nothing to the table for me to even understand. Honest to God. I mean, nothing. And that's my choice.
Yeah.
My choice.
I can't make people like who you want to like. Just open your eyes when a man sits and calls women whores, CUNTs, sluts. That says all I need to know about them. I just don't, you know. Thank you, Tawanda. I will just be me. That's all I can be. And I'm not gonna be bullied into taking down that video. I'll take if he wanted it taken down, he should have come at me politely, and I probably would have took it down. I already took it down once. Then he recorded my phone call and put it up. Then he cut out the part where his wife called a bunch of people N-word, and he left her to defend her own self. Please listen to that phone call where he says, I don't defend my wife when she does wrong. Then it cuts off and the phone call starts over. That's what he said. Why'd you cut that part out, Brian?
But he claims it was unedited.
Right. He says the unedited. No, that is absolutely edited. You put my husband's full name in there because that's how Jim introduces himself. Then he lied and said that if I didn't catch it, I was live. Hey, lip gloss.
And the first time I listened, I didn't hear that part, but because I was just listening to it through my lip gloss on my regular computer speakers, but with my earbuds in, I could hear it, and it does. It you can tell where it stops and picks back up. Yeah. I mean, he did a good job of it, that's for sure. But don't say it's not edited when it was edited, and he knows that you don't record that shit. So he knows you don't have it. So telling you to play it was like pissing in the wind. Stupid.
Right. I didn't record it because I didn't care enough. I did not care enough. Still don't care enough. Clearly evident his. Well, I don't know, Dr. Rob. I don't know. I don't want to speak on his wife, all except for what he said. He's not bullying me, Tawanda. He always has my back. Always.
Man. I know. She's calling me mother again. That kind of freaks me out.
Well, you're mothering her. I think that's why. Kit Kat doesn't hate you, Cynthia. Kit Kat loves you just like I love you. I'll put the link in here one more time before I get off of here. If anybody wants to come up, Brian, I unblocked you. Feel free to come up. Or if you're not going to come up, state your case, then shut it about me.
You know what's so sad about dementia is, you know, she'll ask me something, and if I didn't hear her good, and I say, huh, or ma'am, you know, whatever, she doesn't remember what she just asked me. It's so sad to me.
Yeah. A guy named Brian, Amanda. A guy named Brian. I think, listen, I ain't going to speak for Ems, but I think Ems is okay. So I don't know. I think that people might need to quit using her situation. Dory, I don't know.
I think Gims is precious.
She is precious. I don't think that we could come to a resolution because all he could do is call names.
Most of y'all in here that have channels, I lurk. I'm one of those weirdo lurkers.
I learned.
But it took me literally the better part of a year. Hey, Kit Kat, honey. It took me the better part of a year to know all the players because y'all over there in that true crime community will call people by their real name, but that's not their screen name. It took me forever to figure out who was who, but I think I got it down. Maybe not, but anyway.
You're right, Taylor. You're right. Right. I'm moving forward. It's any more videos that he makes about me, more than likely I won't respond. It's just today I thought it was funny. I laugh. M's, I lurk in yours.
I will. I always say that I will, and then something happens. Like now, she's back up, walking to the front window. Y'all can probably hear her feet swishing against the floor. She doesn't pick her feet up. But, and this will be literally 50 times a day that this happens. And sometimes she gets into stuff on the way back to her chair. Sometimes she don't. But it's crazy. Crazy.
Okay, y'all. I'm going to get off here because I haven't ate breakfast or lunch, and it's almost 12:30, and Jim's here. So thank y'all for tuning in. Jimmy! And just know that, sometimes I'm going to respond because I'm bored, or just know that, it really must suck to suck.
Brian got his period. The truth, I tell my husband that because every so often he'll wake up pissy like that. I'll go, "Are you on your cycle, dude? Sit down somewhere. Sit down." And this is something I was going to say earlier. In how long have we been together? 87 is when we started dating. So 33 years almost. I don't know that he's ever called. I know that he's never called me a bitch or nothing like that.
Not my husband, no.
If my husband ain't allowed to do it, bruh, you ain't allowed either. And it just ain't going to happen. So take that for what it's worth, but you won't get away with it. I did not go into that stream until he said what he said about me. And that B bitch you got up on that panel, I'm the bitch. Okay, that's all.
That's it. But it tells us everything we need to know about how, if someone speaks to women like that on the internet, what goes on in their house. And I'm going to leave on that note.
Love you.
Love y'all. Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.